Assalamualaikum everyone. So today we are going to read, learn, revise, repeat and recall the section numbers of Prospectus and Allotment of Securities. This is a chapter of the Companies Act 2013. It is relevant for all CA, CMA, CS and also to some extent to CA Foundation student. You can easily quote these section numbers in your examination and fetch that brownie points. So without any further delay, let's start. Section 23 is public offer and private placement. Section 23 public offer and private placement. Section 23 is public offer and private placement. Close your eyes. Just do what I say. Close your eyes. Section 23 public offer and private placement. Section 23 repeat public offer and private placement. Section 23 correct. Public offer and private placement. Friend, this technique I called read by seeing thrice, memorize without seeing thrice. So it becomes a 6th reading by which it gets registered in your subconscious mind. Even if you feel that you are not remembering, you are unable to remember somewhere or the other way, just you need to pay attention and give your full concentration and just repeat with me. You will be easily able to remember the section numbers, I assure you. So the next section is section 24. Power of Securities and Exchange Board to regulate issue and transfer of securities. See, in section 24, they are talking about the power of SEBI. What is the power of SEBI? To regulate issue and transfer of securities. Section 24, power of Securities and Exchange Board to regulate issue and transfer of securities, etc. Section 24, power of Securities and Exchange Board to regulate issue and transfer of securities. Section 24, power of Securities and Exchange Board to regulate issue and transfer of securities. Each and every time I will not be disturbing you by repeating the same technique process. Once I read thrice, you should close your eyes and you should start repeating on it, okay? So far you have come across two sections, section 23 and 24. Now let's move towards section 25. What does section 25 talks about? Section 25 focuses documents containing offer of securities. Documents containing offer of securities for sale to be deemed prospectus. The documents containing the offer of securities for sale to be deemed prospectus. Section 25. Documents containing offer of securities for sale to be deemed prospectus. Section 25. Documents containing offer of securities for sale to be deemed prospectus. Section 25. Documents containing offer of securities for sale to be deemed prospectus. Section 25. Documents containing offer of securities for sale to be deemed prospectus. Section 26. 26 is matters to be stated in prospectus. Section 26. 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 Matters to be stated in prospectus. In some of the other sections, I may go beyond 6 times or may I reduce the number of times. It's based on your convenience, but follow majorly 6 times. So section 27, variation in terms of contract or objects in prospectus. Section 27, variation in terms of contract or objects in prospectus. Section 27, variation. Okay, section 27, variation in terms of contract or objects in prospectus. Section 27, correct, variation in terms of contract or objects in prospectus. Section 27, variation in terms of contract or objects in prospectus. Section 27, variation in terms of contract or objects in prospectus. Section 28, offer of sale of shares by certain members of company. Section 28, offer or sale of shares by certain members of company. Section 28, offer of sale of shares by certain members of company. Section 28, offer of sale of shares by certain members of company. Two more times. Section 28, offer of sale of shares by certain member of company. Section 28, offer of sale of shares by certain members of company. Section 29, public offer of securities to be in dematerialized form. Public offer of securities to be in dematerialized form. 29, public offer of securities to be in dematerialized form. Section 29, try to recall public offer public offer of securities to be in dematerialized form. Section 29, public offer of securities to be in dematerialized form. Section 30, simple advertisement of prospectus. Section 30, 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 advertisement of prospectus. Section 31, Section 31, shelf prospectus. 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 Next is section 32, red herring prospectus. 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 Section 32, come on, let's say red herring prospectus. Section 33, are you ready? Section 33, issue of application forms for securities. Section 33, issue of application forms for securities. Section 33, issue of application form for securities. Section 33, issue of application forms for securities. Section 33, issue of application forms for securities. Section 34, criminal liability. See here, section 34 and 35 are interrelated. Only one word difference. Section 34 is criminal liability. Section 35 is civil liability. Okay. For the same thing they are saying. Section 34, first criminal comes. Okay. So for fraud is done by criminal. Okay. 34, section 4, 34, section 34, criminal liability for misstatements in prospectus. Section 34, criminal liability for misstatement in prospectus. Section 34, criminal liability for misstatement in prospectus. Section 34, criminal liability for misstatement in prospectus. I'll just read thrice that section 35 because it's all the same. Section 35 is civil liability. Only the change is civil liability. Section 34 is criminal liability. Section 35 is civil liability for misstatement in prospectus. Section 35, civil liability for misstatement in prospectus. Section 35, civil liability for misstatement in prospectus. The next section is section 36, punishment for fraudulently inducing persons to invest money. Section 36, this section says that there is a punishment for those who are fraudulently inducing persons to invest money. Section 36, punishment for fraudulently inducing persons to invest money. Section 36, punishment for fraudulently inducing persons to invest money. In a company, someone who fraudulently says that this company is very good, it has very good financial position. Based on this, someone, Mr. X, is invested in that company. So, Mr. X, who got induced by Mr. Y, for Mr. Y, section 36 gives punishment. What's that punishment name? Section 36, punishment for fraudulently inducing persons to invest money. Section 36, punishment for fraudulently inducing persons to invest money. Section 37, action by affected person. Section 37, action by affected person. Section 37, actions by affected person. So section 37, fraudulently, section 37, action by affected person. In section 36, they talked about the punishment for fraudulently inducing persons to invest money. In section 37, they say the person who got affected, they can take action by affected person for the persons who have did a fraudulent action on them. Section 37, action by affected person. Section 37, action by affected person. The next section is section 38. Section 38 is punishment for personation for acquisition etc. of securities. Section 38, punishment for personation for acquisition etc. of securities. Section 38, punishment for personation for acquisition etc. of securities. Section 38, punishment for personation for actions etc. of securities. So the next section is section 39, allotment of securities by company. Section 39, allotment of securities by company. Section 39, allotment of securities by company. Close your eyes. Section 39, allotment of securities by company. Section 39, allotment of securities by company. Section 39, correct, allotment of securities by company. So the next section is section 40. Section 40 says securities to be dealt with in stock exchange. Securities to be dealt with in stock exchange. Section 40, stock exchange. Securities to be dealt with in stock exchange. Securities to be dealt with in stock exchange. Securities to be dealt within stock exchange. This is said by section 40. Last time, section 40. Securities to be dealt with in stock exchange. Section 41, global depository receipt. Section 41, global depository receipt. Section 41, global depository receipt. Section 41, GDR, global depository receipt. Section 41, global depository receipt. Section 41, global depository receipt. Section 42, section 42, offer or invitation for subscription of securities on private placement. Section 42, offer or invitation for subscription of securities on private placement. This is for mainly for private company because they cannot issue prospectus. There is a prohibition for them because they cannot invite public for subscription of their shares. That's the reason this section is mainly focusing for private companies to offer or invitation for subscription of securities on private placement. By this we have completed the section numbers from section 23 to 42. Hope you all have enjoyed the video. Please like the video if you find it helpful. Comment your review and share the topics which you want me to help you out with it. And subscribe the channel to get the latest update of the new videos which will be very beneficial for you. And all the chapter from chapter 1 to chapter 10 I will be uploading revising the section numbers of the Companies Act 2013. Bye bye. Take care. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.